The Iraqis went from being one of the richest Arab populations to the poorest of them. Iraq transformed from a major regional power to a weak follower of Wali al-Faqih. How was Iran able to control the most powerful Arab country? In 1965, Khomeini came to Iraq as a refugee and lived in Najaf for 13 years, during which he led Shiite movements that opposed the Iranian king and established a network of loyalists until he was expelled to France. With the success of the Iranian Revolution in 1979, Khomeini returned to Iran and took complete political control. He established a system based on a belief known as Wilayat al-Faqih, which aims to control Islamic countries, beginning with Iraq. Upon seizing power, Khomeini supported Iraq's Shiites and encouraged them to rebel and overthrow Saddam Hussein's regime. This political intervention led to the decrease of diplomatic representation between the two countries, which soon ignited an 8-year war. The war caused the death of more than 1 million Iraqis and Iranians, material losses estimated at $400 billion, and the displacement of millions of civilians. During the war, Iran, led by the Iraqi cleric Mohammed Baqir al-Hakim, established the Ba'ath Corps, which carried out several military operations against the Iraqi army. In 2003, the Ba'ath Corps, consisting of more than 13,000 members, participated in the invasion of Iraq under the direct supervision of General Qasem Soleimani. Soleimani removed hundreds of Iraqi academic and military personalities and cadres, including 350 nuclear scientists and 80 pilot officers. By 2016, the Ba'ath Corps in Iraq included 100,000 fully armed fighters. In 2014, the highest Shiite authority in Iraq called for the establishment of the Popular Mobilization Forces, PMF, that was to become a force above the army and the law. The PMF included an estimated 164,000 fighters, 110,000 of which were Shiites, and leaders of pro-Iranian factions occupied 80% of its senior positions. In 2017, the PMF was integrated into the Iraqi army. Iran, which controls one of the largest political blocs within the Iraqi parliament, forced the parliament to approve a $1 billion budget for 2021 to finance the PMF, which is loyal to Iran. Thus, Iran tightened its control over most of Iraq's military and civil institutions. What does Iraq look like today after the Iranian hegemony? In a country that owns 11% of the world's oil reserves and 9% of the world's phosphates, 31% of the Iraqi population live in poverty and 40% is unemployed. The Iraqi passport has become the second worst passport in the world, and Iraq is now outside the Education Quality Index, despite previously having the best educational system in the Middle East. Iraq was ranked as the 5th most dangerous country in the world, and the 6th Arab country on the list of countries with the highest corruption. When will Iraq stop paying the price for Wali al-Faqih's greed and illusions?